The biscuit.
Me, Markiplier.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Taste the hottest one. Taste the goodness
know
of
what
the
that
biscuit
is.
with the butter spread.
I don't know what that is.
The butter spread on me.
Love
I
butter
don't
spread
like
on
it
the
when
chicken.
it tastes my pipe and I got cheese.
I
It's
get,
when
like,
you're
four
at
butters.
KFC.
Oh,
Got that special sauce. My
Guys.
curiosity.
Yeah?
She K on my F till I see.
Yeah!
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does.
don't even. Oh goodness. All right,
Let's
let
do
me
wish
get
for me.
some music going.
I've been listening to like the same harp music for like hours.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually really good. I listen to it kind of a lot.
we Lizzie and I share a Spotify account, and what was really funny is seeing on the top 5 songs, one song that I've listened to, 3 songs that she's listened to, and the generic D&D background music that always plays in the background when we're playing. Oh goodness.
And of course, in recently listened is 3 different albums of Cabaret.
Yeah. Side chat. There you go.
Fun fact: it's the same link every time.
For Fantasy Plus?
Yeah.
It's the same link?
It's the same link
the
every
same
time.
link every time.
What the fuck? Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna
You can
test
just
something.
pin it.
Is it open right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you guys are looking at it. I'm gonna test something. One moment.
Rest in peace, Dust.
This one.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Dust to ashes.
Okay. I want you to close it and reopen it, and I want you to tell me if you now see the song called Existing.
Existing. I do.
Oh
It automatically updated. Yeah, it automatically updates.
Okay, that
Ah.
changes everything.
Look, this is
Um,
getting pinned now.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna put it in planning. Just gonna add all of you really quick, don't mind me. I'm also gonna start playing Existing. I'm gonna quiet it down because that's even loud for me.
Existing, which is what we're doing while waiting for Baja. Get out of fucking roleplay.
It's true. I can't believe I'm gonna start harassing him.
I've already DM'd him just saying I
I
shake you.
just saw Baja.
Like
I
he
don't know about
fucking
this.
he
I saw
fucking
Baja
knew
pass by.
what he had to do immediately following.
There you are!
There he is. There's the fucker.
Roger.
Traitor! Traitor!
Traitor? Is that what you're calling me?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Role-playing. Role-playing is so lame.
Roleplaying on the
Role-
roleplaying server is crazy.
Do you know how hard
Yeah.
it is to get out of roleplay when you're in a call with Hickson and Henry Sharp?
Then just simply don't consent.
You look
That's
at
it.
you look at your
Henry
fantasy
Sharp,
watch. You look at your fantasy watch on your fantasy wrist, and you go, "Oh, look at the fantasy time," and then you run away.
Okay.
I do
Don't mind the ping. I'm gonna pin that. There we go.
What? Why would you ping us?
Because music. Also,
Music-
Music is the exact same every time.
Yeah.
Homophobe.
I made a terrible mistake. There you go. Oh
This
God,
is-
Robert!
it's not that bad.
It's Robert. I forgot about Robert.
Yeah, Robert.
Robbie boy.
Yeah. Rabbit.
I wish that the thing I use was a little bit more sensitive to lack of noise, because if I got to see
Lack of
Robert's
noise.
thing accurately go up and down while you went Robbie.
Rabbit. I mean, do you know how funny it'd be if you're looking at Robert and you just...
Robert.
Plus
Yeah.
new campaign, lack of Robbie.
Lack of Robbie.
Yeah, that's gonna be the one shot if I ever get kidnapped and you guys gonna.
I
Lack of Robbie. Where did Robbie go, guys?
I just
Where'd he
like
Hey, yo, Nox
Hello,
in the
Nox.
chat. There they are.
Nox is real.
But guys, if you kidnap a Robert, you're technically
I forgot to
Robert-phobic.
log into Fantasy Grounds.
Race.
Well,
Kidnapping a-
technically,
Oh.
you're robbing Robert.
Baha, make
All right,
sure to
I'm having. Oh no! Cancel.
Get canceled.
Get canceled. I kick you from the call. I strip you of your roles. I strip you of your member role, but I don't ban you. I just leave you.
That's not cut. But you take away my ability to type in any channel.
Yeah. It's like taking a fish out of water, throwing them on land, and then putting a drip feed in front of them, and just watching how long it takes.
Just alive enough.
Oh, not the fish.
No!
It's alright. It's like a invasive species.
So it's
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's fine then. Kill it.
updating. I'm gonna go refill my water before all this starts.
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry for being late. By the way.
You're okay. You're okay. I do have some good news for the people that get rather sleepy closer to the end of these sessions. I have changed my sleep schedule around, and so we will most likely be ending at more reasonable hours.
No!
Ending at more reasonable hours. So that means we'd have to
oh,
play earlier.
I mean,
This
Hey,
is,
also,
this
hey,
is where
Dust.
I get twisted like a cinnamon stick.
yeah, Baha?
hey, I would like to mention just because I hadn't gotten up yet as you started mentioning that. Also, I take I don't work on Wednesdays. We could probably push an hour or so ahead if that would ever help.
If we want, how about this? I'm gonna, no, we're all here. I need to put it a fucking one to me. Go get your water. We'll see if there's a time we could do earlier from now on. Because I would absolutely love that.
I wouldn't mind either.
I wouldn't mind
Nice the
either.
biscuit.
We start earlier, but play till the exact same time, so we get extra time.
No, that's not how that works.
Nah, it'd be
Taste
fine.
biscuit. Taste
Um,
the goodness of the biscuit.
what's the okay? What's
Taste
the
the goodness
earliest
of-
we can start? You guys think? I'm actually just gonna say a time, and you're gonna tell me if it doesn't work. Random number. 3 hours earlier.
No.
3 hours? What would that would be?
That's a no.
Yeah, no.
That's a no. 2 hours.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So 1 hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
An hour
Maybe we could
earlier?
push back-
Um,
Maybe we could push back an hour earlier from now on.
7 p.m. Central, even better.
Yeah, now my parents won't be like, okay, good night, legal name. And I go, good night, I'm playing D&D now.
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
My parents are
Jeez.
literally like, it's 9 o'clock, why are you playing D&D right now? And I'm like, friends.
You
Yeah.
don't understand. Some of these people
Oh, I
are in
forgot to-
different universes right now.
I have
gotta
to.
play
Yeah,
I have to wake up at 6 a.m. now, and the session ends at 9 for me. So I have like an hour of daylight left, and I can't do that. I can't DM D&D and roll over into my bed right afterwards. That'll kill me.
It's funny to imagine.
Let's get with
Oh
the
my god, what a
butter.
great session. Thanks, guys. Honk shoe.
Everybody
honk shoe.
spread out on me. I don't like it when it mixes with my mac and cheese.
Why?
Take
I-
it and see.
Oh, I can launch fantasy. now. My bad, guys.
Curiosity.
so sorry. Can I excuse myself for a moment? I'm being
I-
dragged into something.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It better not be roleplay.
I sat down to AFK here and I was waiting the 15-minute mark, and then Henry Sharp came in, and so yeah.
Can you
Just-
spell
I'll be
that
back.
there?
Literally just
Okay.
tell Doc you're...
Well, can I let
It's-
Doc know? Yeah, I let him know because I'm in D&D, man.
Yeah, you paid for
Yeah,
this.
why are you
Yeah, he said-
on the server?
Hey, I'm saying
Look up.
AFK. Hold on,
You're
I
AFK.
AFK in this. I tend to AFK in the server. Okay.
That's fair. I've done it before during D&D.
Yeah. So.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just sitting down. I'm just sitting.
Yeah. So, why don't we, while you guys are loading in, does somebody want to give me a recap of last session?
We tasted the biscuit.
Okay, I got this with my fucking destroyed voice.
You got it.
So, but we were flown halfway to our destination by the dragon, whose name I immediately forgot once I started describing what we were doing. Zakrillis, yeah, that's them. We were flown halfway to the village by Zakrillis and dropped off just outside of a camp where we met up with Troll Carl and spent the night. The following morning, we moved towards the village the rest of the way, and we came across a building that we could hear arguing coming from inside of. Me and Robert, being who we are, walked into the building, not giving any fucks whatsoever, and found that there was cultists inside, who we proceeded to deal with in whatever way we so choose.
Mm-hmm.
And that was most of the session.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them got away.
No, one of them almost got away, and then what's her name? Isla did a nat 20 jump at the neck and killed him.
Yeah. So.
But yeah. I need to change the
So with that, Robert's very quickly, he's gonna, hop on the window, grab that corpse, grab as many of the other corpses as possible together, the ones that are like slightly still alive or are in the process of dying, gather them up, put them down, put his hand on the weird wizard, cure her blindness.
Would that work? You know what? It works. It's a specific thing. It needs a lesser restoration.
Okay. No, it says that you can cure the blindness effect with lay on hand.
Oh, yeah, okay. I feel like that applies here. I'll put the map for you guys in there, by the way.
Gotcha, and thank you for giving
Nice little stack of bodies over here.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this set. And I'm gonna start very, very quickly, wrapping up their hands and their legs, and then the ones that are like kind of alive. A single hit point, a single hit point, a single hit point, a single hit point.
Oh, you're like...
Wait!
What are you doing?
What?
I wanna search him.
You what? What did you say?
I wanna search him.
Oh, search
I
him.
wanna search him.
You can frisk them now right now if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna frisk him.
You don't need to roll investigation. They each of... God, my cat's already being a menace. Each of them have a... Let me heal them a little bit. One moment. Which ones are these? 2, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, one moment. I apologize. My cat is already being a fucking freak. You beg to come in here, and then you cause problems. I'm going back outside. I don't care how much you want.
It's next to me. Okay.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that. I'm staying outside. Okay. You search their pockets, and you find each of them has a dagger, a crossbow, and a very long needle, each of them dried with blood on the tips.
Mm-hmm. All right then. Before we begin, Isla, dear.
She will. Sorry, I'm going through and adding their things. Variant 2. There we go. Isla will bound on through, jump over this table right up to you. She'll look up at you.
Robert's gonna, he's gonna get down as close as he can. He's gonna wipe her mouth with a rag that he has and everything to get the blood off of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was very brave of you.
Well,
Thank you for helping us with that. I did not want him to get away. We've seen how bad they can be.
That one was very bad. He hit me. He hurt me. I don't like that.
He did. And Robert's gonna turn around behind me. And I can only keep them alive as many times, a certain amount of time a day. And if I have to invest all my healing into you, I probably can't keep bringing them back as much. So, it seems like they didn't have any forward thinking.
I can heal Isle of Robert.
You're sort of taking away my my whole threat here. No, it's fine.
Don't worry, I can just kill them again and again and again.
Yeah, any of us could. That's the point of this. Wizard lady.
Oh, yes?
You were saying that you had no clue why these people were attacking you?
Did I say that?
Right as we were sort of approaching.
She kind of blinks. I don't entirely seem to remember that. No, I know exactly why they're attacking me.
Why are they attacking you?
Trokar will also kind of walk up and move past her and inspect, just kind of sit over here by the window, lean against the wall. And they'll say, because they found this home. This is I suppose a sanctuary, to put it simply. It's a very bad sanctuary. This is just a tavern on the outskirts of town. They just hadn't found it yet, I suppose.
I see. And so they just saw you here and just started attacking?
Well, they probably assumed that there were more people here. I am not necessarily a part of the village. I was merely passing through, but it seems I've gotten caught up in this nonsense.
That's a big problem.
Incredibly. It's also just incredibly inconvenient and rude.
So Robert he's gonna lean back down. He's gonna turn to the group of people who have been having their socks being taken off of their fucking body, and he's going to very particularly get down close to the man of the group and sort of grab him by the chin, and look at him and go, "You shot my daughter."
Aww.
Daughter.
So, I guess the sort of thought process here is, we have a lot of choices.
Awesome.
You have less choices. You have the ones I choose to give you. So, let's start analyzing our options, shall we? We know that you're a part of the Forgotten, this cult of the Forgotten. Are any of you aware of us?
They will all... They seem very, their kind of heads are to the ground. They're a little dazed, but their expressions are furrowed. And they seem to be very determined. Their lips are shut. And you ask, do you know who we are? And they look actually confused for a moment, like individually, like they weren't expecting that to be the question you were going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
And
because you're aware that we're the ones that blinded Teravec.
And they immediately begin to resume that furrowed expression. They all turn and glare at each of you, but they don't seem to say anything.
Cool. Does anybody know anything? It's a pretty good question. I thought so.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna grab the man by his chin, and I have a spell slot, so I'm gonna cast command, and my command will be speak.
Okay. And he will say, "Of course." Oh no, they need to. Oh, that's a success. He doesn't say anything.
Okay, I kill him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He dies.
Well, I really don't feel like bringing him back. He's the one who shot my daughter. You three have that benefit, though. I'm just gonna sort of like throw his corpse over to the side.
Yeah.
So, let's resume options. I really am not in the mood to kill a few more people today.
They all... Are they, like, tied back to one another?
Yeah.
They all, this one, Great Issue 1 is staring at Hemlock, and is kind of, like, flicking their feet a little bit, trying to... They're upset they've lost their socks. But these two just kind of look at you, look at the corpse. They don't seem too affected. Just stare at you and glare.
It's one of those things where I imagine because you guys are constantly stabbing yourselves that you just really forget how painful it can be, right?
They all kind of frown. And I think this one over here will say, "Of course we don't forget. Why would we forget? That's the whole point."
I thought the whole point was that, you're worshipping the forgotten or something, so...
Hi, Ray!
I'm sure you guys know what it feels like to be stabbed, but do you want to feel what it's like to burn to death?
Am I misconstruing that? Is it not that you want to, keep everyone forgetting? Oh my god, you want to remember!
They'll look at... When you say that, Robert, this one will look at you, they'll glare a bit. These two will look at you, Enly. I guess make an intimidation check, Enly.
Get him, Enly, get him!
14. They seem a bit wary. Obviously, they don't want to die, but their demeanor... They almost seem indifferent to this entire situation, as if they feel it does not matter. It does not change their outcome.
And that's when I'm gonna get very close to this one. This is the one that, said, "Why would we want to forget," right?
Yeah.
Going to, not harm them, but I am going to grab them by the throat and sort of lift them while the others are sort of still, dangling to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, I've really wanted to keep all of you alive when it comes into this. And I have not, whenever questioning one of you Grey Initiates, been given an actual damn reason to. So give me one, and I'm going to use Frightful Glare.
Okay. Is it a saving throw on them?
I think so. You gave it to me.
Oh, it's that one. Oh, okay. That would be a saving throw. Did I already add it? No, it's just the effect.
It's just the effect.
Let me go ahead and pull up the document really quick so I remember.
She pull up on my document till I
Google Drive.
Till I drive.
She Google on my drive till I document.
She Google on my drive.
Enly starts. Enly starts preparing Sorcerer's Burst with fire, just in his hand, just idly holding it there.
Gotcha.
And then looks at them and goes, "Fire's good. We could also try lightning, acid, any number of fun ways."
Dara's a gun.
Saving throw. I do believe that is a failure. I need to add it because I believe I just made it your normal spell casting thing, which would be 13 they need to beat, and they got a 12. So at least for now, that is a failure.
Does Nadar actually have a gun?
That's how we cast magic missile.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh, that's silly.
I thought it was a finger gun when you did that.
What?
Nadar's gun.
It was a finger gun.
You know, Nadar got that thing on him. That thing being magic.
Upgrade.
Nadar
Upgrades,
Nadar
people,
with the Glock?
upgrades.
Nadar with the Glock?
The clock. Dust, can I do a little silly?
What do you want to do?
I almost called him Robert. Hemlock turns to Enley and goes, "Can't do fire. That's my brand."
Bit of a fire brand, eh?
Yeah, my whole thing is fire. I won't have like a special thing to do. We're just gonna be the same thing.
I mean, like you have to do acid. It's just nicer. Tell him.
I mean, there's lightning, there's poison,
No, lightning's
psychic,
cool.
No,
thunder.
No, you
I
can't
could just shoot all 3 of them in the head.
You can't do lightning because Nadar does that with his gauntlets. Now,
And then you'll hear some grumbling from over here, and Trokar will say, "That's actually thunder. That's not lightning."
Yeah. That's not...
oh, thank you, Trocarl, for your once-a-month input.
Of course.
Troll Carl is fire, my brand.
Hey, that still leaves lightning, poison, acid, psychic.
And then I'm just gonna start ignoring the conversation, and I'm going to look back down at the person I'm holding, and I start I set them down, and I'm like, as we were saying, I sure would like a reason to keep you alive.
She will kind of grasp at your gauntlets a little bit and kind of flail a bit as you begin to set her down. She'll relax a little as you set her on the ground, and she kind of grits her teeth a little bit. She looks angry, but she's like, the way that her feet are moving, she's like actively trying to push herself away but can't. And she looks angry and confused. And she'll say, "Why would you even want that?
To keep you alive?"
Yeah, why are we doing that?
No, I don't think you guys understand, right? I don't think any of you here understand, but these fuckers especially don't understand. The reason why I want to keep them alive is because I myself have experienced really just how bad death can be, even for a moment. And if I had just one inkling of the idea that they had some form of morality or some form of safety within them, something that I knew that there was the chance that they could change, they could grow, they could learn. If they had any of that, then I knew that if I killed them anyway, that I sure would have a bit of regret. And I'll tell you right now, every time one of you Grey Initiates have shown up, I have not regretted killing one of you. So I beg you, give me the reason to.
She's very confused, very upset. And she'll say, "What are you even doing here? I don't know who you are, none of us do. Apparently you've done something to Taravak, though we haven't spoken with him in a little bit."
Okay. This is something. You want to know who we are? Non, our leader, Non.
Huh?
You can tell them our names. And I don't mean our individual name, I mean our group name. Yeah, we do. We decided before we talked to Chris.
I forgot.
That stands there for a moment. Kind of like, you know that standing person emoji?
Yeah.
Kind of like, damn, y'all dragged me into this? Okay. it's kind of like, I guess we were called the Seekers, right?
The Seekers, because
Oh,
Taravek is the secret keeper. We sure wish to seek some. Nadar here, with his wonderful technologies, there's what he wants to seek is the information. You wish to seek, right, the relative joy and things, and like your tribe and everything, and Emily wishes to seek home, and Hemlock wishes to seek belonging, and I seek to see that fucker, that stupid fucking dragon. Yeah, you didn't say it, I just see it in the way you step. And...
What? Robert, I think you've been looking at me walking for far too long.
And at the
you gotta quit that. You gotta quit that, or I'm gonna start raising some eyebrows at you.
I don't have eyebrows to raise, so I don't really care. But it's the fact of the matter that at the end of the day, what I want is Taravek to be fucking dead. That's sure my goal. And it seems that there's some other things on top of it, right? They tend to be causing me some problems with Taravek. But I want him to lose everything, like how I did. And so now you know us.
While that was going on, very briefly, this wizard will walk up. You're blind, aren't you, Nadar? Are you blind?
No.
No? I thought you were. Maybe.
No, I was paralyzed.
Oh, I see. Well, that went away by now. That's all gone.
I got unparalyzed and immediately chased after the guy that fucking paralyzed me.
Oh, that's right. Well, in that case, Robert, when you're done, she still looks angry. She'll say, "You want Taravek dead? Well, I don't really know what that necessarily. Look, we are here on a job. If you want a reason to keep us alive, the simple one is we're following orders."
Terrible reason.
Terrible reason. Try again.
Yes, I didn't think so. But I don't know.
Please, tell me a story of where they took a bunch of you in as children, indoctrinated you over years or something. Tell me that you have a sister that you just really want to see. Something. Fuck.
Why are we doing all this?
Enli kills the one right in front of him.
Okay.
Just lightning straight to the face.
To be part of this.
This one will flinch a little bit.
Because I can't, just by looking at them, put forth the idea in my head that they would just do this.
Make Robert,
it's not like anyone.
Roll an insight. If you would like to, you can also roll insight. Hemlock. All of you can. Actually, I don't know why I'm giving it to two specific people. Anyone can roll insight if you want.
Oh, that's not the right one.
Very
insight.
good.
I know.
I'm not feeling very insightful today.
Robert and Emily. This one doesn't talk much, but the one that has talked, and from the demeanor you've seen him in the past, she seems very headstrong, very determined, and very angry at what's happening. You trying to find a reason. You don't know, Robert's inkling is correct. To assume that all of these people are just straight up evil for the sake of being evil is outlandish. What you see in her eyes is not someone who has dedicated their life to a purpose that is filled with destruction and murder and hate, but someone who is been so devoted to a cause that she firmly believes in, that even when it changed, it was still something she had to be devoted to.
You think you're saving them, don't you? The people around you.
They will say, there is some aspect of that. We aren't killing them, if that is what you are suggesting. In fact, the reason we are here is to make sure they don't die. Because if the initial event took place, they would all be dead. We are here to make sure we can actually have a positive gain out of this. There are many things in the world, my friend, that will rot and die and be forgotten like everything else. But with us, under his guidance, we can make sure nothing is forgotten. We can make sure we can preserve history, the people.
So apply to be a librarian, don't join a cult.
She's kind of look confused looking at you. Looking you up and down. She's gonna make a straight religion check one moment. Oh, she has disadvantage. I don't know why she has disadvantage. Oh,
She's frightened.
Frightened. I guess so. Okay. She'll just look a little confused. She will look at you, however, Hemlock. Be like, what makes a cult to you? It's simply a religion. Why are you here? I see that most of you have been touched by the mother of all dragons, yes? What is that if not a cult,
Listen,
it's a pretty good point.
Is neither here nor there. Cult is whatever. I don't care what no one is doing, right? But, like, when you're already committed to the thing and it's making you do bad things, then, well, you're just a bad person, I think. Or at least you're in our way, that's for sure. I mean, it could be anyone, Robert, it could be you. You could be this to someone else and they'll find a reason to go like, this guy needs to die. These are just people who chose to do this thing. No one made them do any of this. They chose to be Grey Initiates, and now they're Grey Initiates, and they're in our way. You know?
Sure. Right. Sure, but before she was a Grey Initiate, what is your name?
She'll pause.
DM's worst nightmare.
No.
Name this NPC.
She'll just kind of pause for a moment. She doesn't want to answer.
Her name is Fart.
Her name is Fart.
My name is Fart.
That's fucking stupid. She will say, my name is Denise.
Before Denise was Grey Initiate Denise, she was a daughter. She was someone's entire existence for bringing, for Denise.
Denise. It's my best friend's name.
Before she was someone so dedicated to a cause, she was a child. Before she was something so believing in this, wherever this is, she was fed, she was cared for. And so I care about the fact that they're getting in our way, because I sure would hope someone would do that for my daughter.
Well, some of the evilest people in the world were once someone's kid. Just because you were something doesn't mean you still are that something. Carrying that person with you.
Hey Denise, is your mom dead? You have a dead mom? You have a dead dad?
I don't think that's the
Do you want one?
She'll shrug. I don't know. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Why?
They thought
Because they're in a cult.
I don't think we should be asking people about their personal background.
Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we though, Nan? Shouldn't we?
Robert, you used to be alive, and I used to have a brother who loved me. Alright, we're all different. We're not gonna play 5D morality chess. Alright, we're in here to get the job done, and come out of this place with the information we need. Wait, what are we gaining from this? Nothing. We're losing time.
We're not losing anything because we still don't know what the fuck we're actually doing.
Oh, I can help with that? You see the wizard will kind of perch up a little bit.
Yes.
There's your answers. I stabbed the one that isn't talking.
Okay, they die. The wizard will look at all of you actually, and say, as I was saying earlier, I came to this place in search of specific research, and I found this, what's it called? I found this, tavern of sorts. Maybe it was more of a barracks, I don't quite know. I happened to come here during the fires that took place a couple days ago. There were a few people that attempted to escape. I heard some rumors and whispers from them. It seems that the cult has managed to encamp themselves within the city, the village, and there are still many people that are there. I don't know why you've come here. If you have indeed come here to help, I know that they certainly do need that help. But
Figured as such. Denise.
she'll kind of, her head has fallen a bit, and she'll like raise it up slowly, looking at you.
Everyone else around you for this cause of yours is dead, and that will lead you into two paths. Either you will find some reason to keep capitulating on that, and you will seek revenge on us, and then I might just have to kill you then. And sure, but maybe, for the off chance that something else happens, I'm going to let you go. And then Robert is going to quickly blind them.
With?
Yeah, it's like the spear just...
Oh, like in the eyes. Okay.
Yeah, like in the eyes. And then not really heal the eyes, but just make sure they're still, like, you know, a little alive.
They will scream.
Right, Robert, see, that's sinister and evil. I don't know what you're gaining.
Why didn't you just kill them at that point?
Can I just fry her? I can put my hand on her head and it'll be really fast.
Blindfolds are real. I feel like a blindfold would have been more your speed.
Robert's gonna pick them up and start walking out with them.
Cast heat metal. Not actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was like...
That would have been really funny.
Nan again is pinching the bridge of her nose.
Non is the most normal one here.
Nan, we don't understand why he did that part. That was completely unnecessary.
I should have whacked him on the head.
Just gonna drag them out here and go, I don't know why, but it's just because, and he's gonna throw them into the snow and unbind them and let them go. He's taken everything that they can use.
They're literally just going to die of fucking cold because they can't fucking see.
A slower and crueler death.
And that's not my option, but if they have the need to survive and the willing to learn, they have that.
Well, that's
Emily just points a finger and just goes, I could just do it real quick.
You could. So could I. If that's what you choose, I don't give a shit anymore.
Who's
shit in his cereal?
I did. No.
Isla is gonna, like, look up to you, Non, very curiously. They look a little confused at the moment.
Isla, nothing I did just now was good. Don't ever do what I just did.
Doing all right, Ella?
Yeah, and they'll look at you for a moment, and they will say in telepathy to only you, Non, right now, in like a little closed channel. Did you just? Sorry. I saw that.
That's actually really sad. Ugh.
Mercy kill.
Yeah.
They will say to you, Non, I don't think anything of what just happened was good. With anyone.
It's not.
Huh. and they'll just kind of sit down. And yeah, just kind of sit down. Look around at everyone. And then Trollcarl will clear his throat and say, very well then, are we done with that then? Shall we make a plan of sorts to either leave or help or whatever you feel like doing? I imagine there is some semblance of knowledge to be gained here if we wish to stay. I mean in the village, not this exact building.
Yes, I'm sure we could learn something.
Yeah. Sorry.
And the wizard, who's looking like a mix of terrified and impressed, is going to hold out a hand, more metaphorically speaking, towards the group. And just say, well, hello. I am Kanan. It's nice to meet you all. You seem relatively skilled. Do you guys want to, like, I don't know, take a nap or something?
What, so you can kill us while we sleep?
Oh, that's right, we just met.
You forget Robert doesn't need to sleep. It's not an issue.
Group nap time is kind of like a big step to jump to, you know? It's kind of... I don't know. We're getting students afterwards? Or...
That is true. Okay. How about this? Hello, I'm Kanan. Do you have any questions? Anything I could answer? Anything to help out? I'm a bit befuddled after what I've just witnessed. But
Fair.
yeah. She'll give like a forced smile and like blink a couple times and look at all of you.
My
Does
name is
anyone have
Nadar.
any questions in the chamber? Oh, okay.
Evening to meet you, Nadar. Evening? Good to meet you.
Whatever fucking time it is, yes.
Like I said, befuddled.
Pleasure.
Pleasure indeed. Trollcarl will give a little grumble of his name as well. There'll be a nod from Kanan.
My name is Nanarjuk, but you can call me Nun for short.
Ah, lovely to meet you, Nan.
Very nice to meet you as well. And such a very, how do I say, unexpected time as well.
Yes, all of this is a lot. This is a
Yeah,
lot.
we came in a bit abruptly.
Would
Myself
have been-
and
Would have been nicer if we met on better circumstances, but it happens.
This is true.
yes, myself and the other big guy aren't the best at quiet approaches.
We got kind of weird with it.
Ah, I understand. Kind of look around at all of you. They'll see Robert mumbling to himself, and they'll see Enley, who reacted very angrily towards them. Enley, can you make an insight check for me?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Love insight. Yeah!
25. They take a glance around to everyone, kind of like gauging, saying hi, you know, just a general overview of who everybody is. She looks at you for a second longer than everybody else. And there is a notable to you recognition on her face before she just moves on and begins to talk to other people.
Ominous.
I know what that means. Yeah, Emily just keeps watching her. He's flying, but sitting crisscross applesauce in the air. Just hanging.
That's gotta be a crazy core exercise to like bring your legs in like that while flying.
Oh yeah, Emily's like so ripped, you guys. With his 6 strength.
For sure.
-2 strength.
You hit the gym, bro? I can see your 6 strength.
She'll kind of clap her hands together and say, okay, so I suppose getting general things aside, yes, just south of us is the village known as Lillintent. Actually, here. And she'll walk over to this broken down table, and she realizes that it's broken. She'll say, "Oh, that's not." And her book will sort of float out of her hands. She'll close her eyes, say something in some kind of arcane language, and the table will mend itself. And lifts itself back up on its legs. She'll lay a piece of parchment down, one that looks similar to the map that you guys have of Oakerthel. She will circle this big spot. There seems to be a lot of markings on this map, most likely her personal map. She'll circle this big spot, and she will say, "We are right here at the moment. We're in a place known as Lillintent." I'll give you guys that map. And she'll say, "We are just between the northern hills, just beyond the actual village itself. It seems this place is abandoned. I don't believe this was actually one that was destroyed by the cultists. This feels more like..."
Yes, it looks like it's been sitting around quite a while, judging by the broken equipment everywhere.
Indeed. It's bizarre, though. I don't necessarily know how or why this place was abandoned. Haven't put too much thought into it. Doesn't quite matter. It's still relatively stable, so I suppose it's fine. But yes, in order to go beyond the village, you would either have to travel eastward through the mountains, which is always incredibly dangerous unless you can fly, or you can dig through, but none of those are particularly fantastic. Or you can travel southward, though if we do that, you're going to be in harm's way, so to speak. Though I know that there are many people within the intent who would appreciate help. I'm not necessarily blind either way. Admittedly, I was just passing through. I'm doing my own research altogether. I certainly don't like seeing people hurt, but I don't know. I'm not married to the idea of helping these people. I have deadlines to meet. But I've been here a little bit longer than you. So, let's see here. Are you all interested in helping these people? I understand if not. But if not, then the simple solution here is I give you some space to sleep and then you leave in the morning.
It was the original plan. Did you happen to see a revenant coming by? Murderous intent in his eyes.
She's gonna make 2 checks. First there's that one. And then there's that. Wow, 2 9s. With the 15, she'll say, a revenant? Like...
Indeed.
A vengeful undead?
Yes.
His name's Raph.
He has a... I suppose he would. Normally they don't, though. Normally they are rather defined by their Gold. That's...
Oh, he is.
Oh,
I gave him back his relative sanity.
oh
And his goal is actually to kill the cultists.
She'll look at you. That's actually quite peculiar magics. Apologies. If we had time, I would sit down and ask you everything about that.
It wasn't magic.
She's gonna tilt her head. What could it have been then? It's very difficult, if not impossible, to talk an undead down from their goals. No offense, she'll say, looking at you.
I asked the mother to.
She'll pause. She'll narrow her eyes a bit. Yes.
Small case of divine intervention, I suppose.
Oh. Well, divinity is a kind of magic, I suppose. Either way, you've done something truly wonderful, and I'm very curious to see how it happened and the implications it has on the necromancy that afflicted that person. But not the time or the place. To answer your original question, yes, I did see him. He was heading into town.
That sounds about right. We did tell him the cult was here.
Oh, he's revenant to the cult.
He is indeed.
I see.
Yeah, well, just the Forgotten in general.
I see.
Yeah, forgotten as a whole, but...
That does explain it. A rather interesting question. How intelligent would you gauge him to be?
He
Like a
understood
12.
us when we were talking to him.
Like a 12.
He seemed to understand when we spoke to him, and he acknowledged the things we said.
So he communicated in some way.
Yeah, he just can't really speak.
Interesting.
While Robert's talking, he's gonna take his helmet off and start cleaning his helmet.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't seem too surprised, Robert. You kind of recall one of her earlier statements, which she kind of insulted undead and then said no offense to you.
Yeah, he's currently poking up his helmet though while he cleans it, so he's still looking at her.
That's so silly.
And she'll say, well, I suppose then if he's smart enough, then he might actually be able to live through that. Most likely, I mean, this is clerics we're dealing with, and whether he likes it or not, he is undead. So he can come back, but I don't know. I imagine they have some kind of magic to prevent that, or destroy his body, or one thing or another, I suppose. Either way,
I
if
better
he's
go get
smart...
your boy, or he'll get exploded.
Oh, he'll be fine, but they might put him in a loop of sorts, where they will locate him when they bring him down once, and then when he comes back, they will immediately bring him back down. Contain him for a
I
bit.
doubt they'll be able to bring him down wherever he comes back from.
Alright, if you're confident enough, I'm not going to doubt your confidence. You just killed a room full of people.
He was
Hi, Nox. Hi.
Forget what he was, Robert.
He was a monk turned ancient silver dragon. I said that.
Oh.
Oh, alright. Well, that is good news. That means that some people are holding out. Well, from what I had heard, the priests were on a bit of a time limit themselves, to get out of here as soon as possible. So, I suppose that is both good and bad. I believe you that he is strong, and I'm happy or confident in that, but he is still one person. There is essentially an army there.
That is originally why we came. We figured he wouldn't be able to handle it himself.
Indeed.
They have a time limit?
Indeed, I did not hear for why, but they intend to leave sooner rather than later, with as many townsfolk as they can. Once again, I don't know why. But they have had rather success in intimidating the people. I don't know why, though. They're just cultists, though there are a lot of them. Typically, there are means people have to prevent such things. I am curious what they possess to incite such terror. I don't entirely know. The village does outnumber them by a lot.
Well, they have to leave some way, so we just bomb their exit, right?
That is true. This is, let's see.
I mean, it doesn't matter, right, Hemlock? I mean, those townsfolk are just people in our way.
Well, they're not our
Robert,
business.
that's not what they meant, and you absolutely know that.
I'm a fool. You can't use my own ideology against me.
We're just going to keep doing the same thing every time, right? We show up, we see these people, we say something, they try to kill us, we kill them, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
Works for me.
Of course it
Shut
does,
up,
you
Emily.
psychopath.
We're either gonna do things or we're not gonna do things. Things happen to us, you know? Man, I don't know.
We have goals. They're in the way. I don't see the problem.
And Kanan will look at you and say, "What do you mean by they? Do you mean the cultists?"
He doesn't.
Unfortunately.
What exactly do you think I mean by that, you two, since you seem to know so much?
Robert put forward the idea of bombing them as they left, and you agreed with him. The villagers are going with the cultists.
They go with the cultists. They're on our way as well.
By force.
Well, I can't condone that.
Quite frankly, I didn't have much purpose in coming here anyway.
But you still came.
You don't.
If you
You
had
don't
no purpose in
care
coming
at
here,
all.
why did you come in the first place, Emily?
So
No
I
one
need to get
forced
home one way or another.
And that's all that matters to you, not anything else on the way.
I care about taking care of Isla.
It's a damn good reason. Because I love you, Ireland. I'm sorry it's getting so stressful. Apologies. Sorry.
She looks a little nervous looking at this, but she's not. She just kind of nods at you.
That's a damn good reason, because she's fucking precious. But we had goals before Isla was born. We had things we were doing. And on the way, we did some things. Did any of those matter to you? Did the talks at the campfire, did those matter to you? Or is that just another piece in your step as you just try to go home?
You blame me for not being the most committed to people that I barely know. Sure, we've shared a campfire. We've spent some time traveling with each other. When have we ever talked about what actually matters? When have you guys gotten all cozy with a cup of hot chocolate, shared all the little details in your life?
When you were asleep.
And whose fault would that be then? Couldn't talk as we traveled?
You didn't talk as we traveled.
You're more than welcome to share things about yourself too, Enley. Some things people in this party already know.
Oh, eyes. The girlies are fighting. I'm having so much fun this session. It's unbelievable.
My life is what matters to me. My home is what matters to me. My family is what matters to me.
Glad you're on the same page as literally everyone else in existence.
That's not true.
You just mentioned a dead brother. Like, he kind of matters to you if you mentioned him.
I didn't say that. I was just sort of like taking this opportunity to like kind of remind us that like, well, not everybody in the world is good, but like that doesn't mean anything. I'm just doing a sidebar here.
Trokar will clear his throat. And kind of approach. Say, look. While I agree, I would rather have the capability to move past this entire situation. And
wouldn't you, chess master?
Excuse me. I understand that whatever you're going through, you seem rather upset at the moment. I am trying to help you. So, don't snap at me. Good. Now, as I was saying, I would love to move past this little village. I would love to make it so easy that we just get rid of the lot of them, care little about the villagers. It is the easier solution to this. However, the way I see it, this is an army in a position, one that we are going to have to fight at one point or another, whether it be now or later. And currently, they are in a position where they are trying to leave a space we are about to enter. In other words, we have the advantage. If you wish to save the townsfolk, do so. And if you wish to do it, if you wish to defeat this little army without hurting them, you can save the townsfolk first. But at the same time, Enlil, your goals are noble. I actually agree with Hemlock here. Not everyone cares so deeply. It is good to care. Kanan this entire time will be kind of like tapping one of her fingers against the wood of the table. Her lips kind of pursed, looking around at everyone. And Trokar will say, so, how about this? You all are going to settle down for now. I am going to take a little look ahead, actually get some proper information, and then I can come back and figure out where to go from there. How does that sound? Rather than sitting here and bickering.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. We'll do just that.
He'll look to you three as well.
Of course, Trokar, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Good. I best be off then. I should only be gone for a little bit. Make sure to rest. No matter which way we go about this, it's going to be dangerous, so... Just kind of nonchalantly walk out of the room. And don't kill each other, please. It's incredibly exhausting. And I'll walk out.
Enlil is going to, he's been hovering this entire time. He's actually going to put his feet down on the ground. and his hood is in Robert's direction. It's very hard for him to actually directly look at someone. And he drops a spell.
Oh, are you? Hold on, I want to look at. So yes, for dramatic effect, it drops right now. However, I want to point out a really funny reality of this. The spell is in concentration, so it does last the full minute. So it's really funny to imagine him sitting there waiting for it to drop, and it just fucking doesn't. But yeah.
Wait, don't walk away. Wait. Wait for dramatic effect just yet. Give me 6 seconds.
You will drop your minor illusion, and what does everybody else see?
Everybody else sees the face that Enli showed to them a couple weeks ago as they were traveling, but standing at about 2 feet tall with fairy wings.
Oh, look at him! Oh my gosh! That's not Hemlock, that's me.
And just an entire human-sized cloak on the ground around him.
Enli disappeared. He disintegrated.
I'm right here, Hemlock.
Look
I didn't see
closer.
you under the cloak. My bad.
But Nadar turns and looks back at Enli and just glad you could finally join us.
Yeah, Enli for the first time actually can glare at Nadar.
he's already facing back forward again.
Robert, seeing that, he's gonna walk over to Nadar and he's gonna hand him 2 gold. He's gonna say, "I lost the bet."
Nadar pockets the gold.
You've been betting? What?
You haven't been?
On all of you.
What do you mean?
I actually had an unfair advantage. I already knew about Enli when he made the bet.
I knew he was a fae. I didn't know what kind.
You have bets on everyone?
Yeah.
What's your bet on me?
That would ruin the bet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I got 1,000 gold that you're secretly evil, man.
What?
I'm kidding.
I don't even think Non's capable of that. Non's just normal. Non's like...
By the way, for those of you who forgot what Enli looks like, it's in the side chat.
Oh, yeah. Isla will crawl over and will kind of like look down, and will like literally bend down because she's very big. Young dragons are still very, very large. So she's like, I don't know, like, I feel like she's like 3 or 4 feet tall. More like 3 feet, I would say. So she kind of bends down a little bit to look at you and says, "This is what I remember seeing. Hi!"
Mm-hmm.
I would offer you like a ride, but you can fly, and I can't. Well, I can do that. It's just a little hard.
You know, I very much appreciate the offer, Isla.
She nods, and Kanan will say, "I thought so. Well,
okay, you don't need to be snippy. We don't know you.
No,
I know what you mean.
I'm not being snippy. There were a couple things. You were exactly 5 feet tall, and I could see little bits of the cloak, like the fringes they cut off. It was bizarre. But I really liked it. I don't know, I suppose I'm rather impressed you've kept it up this long. And I that sounds sarcastic, but that's just because I'm a wizard. I'm genuinely impressed.
Yeah, I am constantly using magic whenever I am around people. It is truly exhausting.
Yeah, every time you would go to sleep, I'd deflate. You're really skinny.
Well, I mean, that's the diet.
What?
The diet?
Yeah, I'm on like a Mediterranean diet.
Okay, you little shit.
That's so fucking funny.
You know Jenny Craig.
Ozempic.
No, listen here. I want you put down like pounds of bifid jerky, so that's not even.
Okay, no, I take one bite of any food that we eat because my stomach is the size of like a walnut.
Even that's a stretch. Could you eat a walnut?
I have eaten a walnut before. It's like when like you eat like a really full meal.
Oh yeah.
It's like just a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, I get it. I fully get it.
You're just like really curious about the whole world, aren't you?
Me? Isla?
No, not you, Isla. I love you, Isla.
Jaden?
Isla, you can do no wrong, Isla.
You don't count. You were literally born like yesterday.
I would be concerned if you weren't curious, Isla.
I am incredibly curious. I've never seen anything like you, which is not much to say, but I have seen people, and you don't look like that. Are you a person? I think you're a person. Are you a person?
I am certainly a person. I'm not a humanoid. I'm a fae.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Well, I know the human part. I don't know what the fae means.
Well,
it's okay though.
I'm from another realm.
It means he prances around and frisks and such.
That place. Yeah, I remember. I saw it. I remember.
Yes, you saw my village. Burning.
Henley,
What?
I am sorry. Don't take that. I'm sorry.
Hi, sorry, I'm Emily.
I'll take that. Anyways, no, I am.
I don't tend to tell people very much about myself because my entire life I've been very aware of the fact that there are people who would kill me if they ever found out.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of this same bout. This is the third time that we've just had to deal with situations revolving around these fuckers, and I feel like we are never actually learning anything. I feel like we're always just circumventing the problems. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go bury Denise.
I'm going to walk away. Kanan is going to lightly push through you two to get to Enley. It's going to look down and say, "You said you were trying to get back home, was it?"
I am.
Well, I believe then she will open, her book will float to her hand and it will open up. We are lucky to have met each other then. I come with a wandering group of mages. We have been traveling the world in looks for gaps. A very, very long time ago, there was this event that transpired known as the Grey Veil. It severed everything from everything, including the Feywild from the material. There have been holes here and there, and for example, there are quite a couple in Cerebor, if you've ever been. And I was given the task to come here and look for such things here. Not necessarily one to the Feywild, but breaks in the world, different planes of existence. While I am not the best at harnessing such things, I do have a friend who's very good at that. If you'd like, I can be of some assistance to you.
Oh, whoopsie. Anyway.
What happened to
See what I
Emily?
call that thing?
How? Henley's a fucking dragon now.
What happened to Enly?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it.
I got it.
So can you guys look at this side chat, please?
That's so funny. That's evil. And she'll say, I can't entirely promise results, but I can promise that there will be an effort. I will need some things from you, but I'm not going to push that on you now before you agree or disagree to even begin this.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a yes, a no? Either are fine. I just...
If what you seek happens to align with what I'm able to get done while traveling in a group for my own safety, then I'll take you up on that offer.
Very good. Well, the good news is... it should be a relatively simple process. I'll need some materials, which I might be able to get myself. All I would really need from you is a proper description. And boom. All is said and done.
Alright.
So yes, as long as you kind of like start walking about, conjuration magic is very dependent on memory. Incredibly dependent on it, actually. So as long as you have a strong memory, a solid one, that you can fall back on in regards to where you come from, I should be able to get you where you need to go. Not right now. But yes, that should align well. Hopefully that doesn't cause too many issues.
I'm afraid that might be a bit more difficult than you make it out to be.
She'll frown. She'll tilt her head and say, I don't quite know what you mean. I apologize. What is wrong?
Most of my memories of the Feywilds come with gaps.
She'll grimace a bit. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Isla knows what I mean. Isla's seen them.
Ella will sit down and will nod. The rest of the group. And Isla will say, but, I know you were able to find something last time. I'm sure we can push farther? It didn't... Yeah, we could just push farther next time. Why don't we do it tonight, right? We can just do it tonight. Feel better. Get those memories back.
Alright, Isla. You can try.
Yeah. Let's try. We got this. She'll kind of start wagging her tail a bit. Kanan will say, well, very good. I will get started on that. In that case... Here we go. I'm going to stay here, while you guys go out and about, if you go out and about. Obviously, you all are welcome to stay. There is a door right over there. There should be some beds in there, or some sleeping bags on the ground. And yes, I will remain here preparing things. And if you need me, I will be here. Consider this a safe house of sorts. She'll going to walk up and preparing things. Robert. Let me really quick. I'm going to read that really quick so I understand what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to add, to make sure, add 2 concordance.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Should begin to go about her studies. And the rest of you, if you have anything else you'd like to discuss, you can.
I do.
Absolutely. Please.
If you'll allow me to be silly again.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Hemlock, takes a few steps closer to Emily without having to look directly down, and goes, man, I mean, out of all the secrets that any of us could have been harboring, I gotta say, this one was not on my list. You're so small. You're just a little guy.
Enly looks very uncomfortable.
You get picked up. Do you like to get picked up? Can I pick you up under the arms?
Yeah. Enly is like, you certainly could. I do not weigh all that much.
Hold on, let me...
As long as you ask first, generally, sure.
Okay.
Can I run now?
Okay.
Picks him up
Pick him up.
gently under the armpit and just holds him straight out.
Emily is arms up under held under the armpits, just existing, just like.
For like a little second.
Emily is a grown man.
Henley being held.
Bean boy.
Henley being held like that one liquid cat meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just kind of gently being swayed from side to side.
Like I feel like if you pick him up like a cat, his body would like stretch a little bit like a cat does.
Yeah.
Yeah, toes pointed to the ground.
Oh my gosh, I need to draw this too.
Yeah, Enly art coming soon.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on.
I actually can do it now because I
It's-
finally finished that assignment.
Side chat, hold on. Check side chat for me.
Holds Enly exactly like this.
That image is called "You Will Be Served on a Stick," by the way.
Oh, it is. Oh my gosh.
Nanda, do you think if I just like dig enough holes and I have a lot of dirt on me and you keep making dirt bricks, we can just start making homes?
That sounds way more complicated than it needs to be.
No, because we make bricks and we put them around the holes and we make basement.
There's already a basement.
Not here.
You say that like it's obvious, Robert.
Robert, if we wanted to make bricks, we could just, like, get the material to actually make bricks.
Sounds complicated.
If you give me enough time, I could learn a spell that makes me able to make bricks.
We don't need bricks, though. What are we, bricklayers?
You're wanting to be, apparently.
I've been a soldier for so long.
My God.
I have a quick question
Pardon.
for you, Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to ever? I say ever. Are you planning to stay mostly fairy form or mostly human?
I think if they're ever like outside and traveling and like interacting with people that they don't know, probably humanoid form.
Got you.
But you know, in kind of like these like moments when they're resting and things like that, will drop the magic, if only to save his own strain.
Got you. Just making sure because
he's constantly casting. Yeah, he's constantly casting minor illusion. You guys, he's so tired.
And yeah.
Just every minute, because that, you know what that means, you guys? It's not a concentration spell, which means if they ever entered a combat that lasted more than 10 rounds, it would just drop.
Which is really funny.
So funny.
Oh, what is Nam?
You're welcome for being a really good fighter.
Well,
What's up with Nam? You were gonna say something.
yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of like, I guess it's weaving. Yeah, it's just a little bit like some kind of braiding with some straws I have and fabrics.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's it. Spending my time with that.
And while you're doing that, Isla will kind of come up to you. We'll sit next to you and watch you for a while. And after maybe 10 minutes of just watching you, which is a little uncomfortable at first, but quickly fades away because Enli is just... Not Enli, I apologize, Isla. Isla's Isla. Eventually they'll ask, why are you making that? I see Robert doing similar things. I plan to ask him the same question, but I'm curious about you as well.
Oh. I've been working on this for quite a while. It reminds me of her. Sorry, did that come in dust?
Yep. She'll smile. She'll say, I thought so. She seemed like the kind of person to like this.
Oh, she used to like this a lot, actually. She was the one who taught me. I was a bit skeptical at first, but I eventually learned to like it. It's one of the things I have left of her now.
She'll see you weave. And she's going to lean in as if she needs to whisper, but she's talking directly into your head, so she absolutely doesn't need to do this. And she's going to say, Do you think you might be able to teach me? I want to learn how to weave. I also want to learn how to carve. But you know how to weave.
I can teach you.
She smiles, a big smile, and hops around a little bit. And then she's going to say, thank you, oh goodness, and she'll like hop around, and then she's going to jump over your lap and almost knock over everything that you're doing. And is then going to bound underneath Nadar, and like trip you, Nadar, for a moment. And then just sit right here, looking up at Robert.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
And she says, I am doing okay. I'm still thinking about what happened. There was a lot of things.
I know.
But that's okay. Sorry, the lay on hands. I was wondering, you make wood into wood but different shape.
It's one way to look at it. Yeah.
I wanted to try.
You wanted to try to carve?
Yes, among many things. That is one of them. I also think I can help you specifically. She'll say it looking at Nadar, and then she'll look back at you. She's like running around, just like...
Oh, thanks, man. He's gonna turn around and grab the carving tools. Yeah, it's a grounding something for me.
Well, that'll be fun. You know, it's weird. I can kind of already do it, but in a weird way that doesn't make sense. It isn't wood. I'll have to try it tonight. I can try it tonight, actually.
This is something I learned years ago. Yeah, like literally years ago. But when this all happened and everything, I was very hungry in the beginning. It's a little harsh, but to not be alive but to be hungry, I think that is a really cruel fate. But in between those times, I focused on carving. I was a carpenter's son before I was a soldier.
I see. Those are two very different things. You seem very good at both.
Maybe you can be two very different things. And he's gonna scritch her behind the ear.
She'll smile. And she'll, like, stomp the ground a little bit. You don't think she has to do that. You think that she's absolutely faking that. She just thinks that's the right thing to do. She'll hop and bound over back to Emily. Just kind of lay down.
You know, Isla, you can tell us if you don't like anything.
Oh, I know.
Emily's playing a very tiny flute.
Like, I feel for you, but you're like you're pretty good at it yourself, but...
It's true. I feel like, at times, it's needless. But...
It can be.
But... They hurt me, so I hurt them.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. She'll kind of lay down and curl up, and then she'll do like a big stretch. She'll like move her like little hands forward. She'll start blinking a couple times. She seems very tired all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emily just like leans up against Isla's side and pulls the enormous cloak over herself.
Big blanket.
Big blanket. It's so big compared to him now.
Yeah. Did you guys want to take a long rest?
Please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Do a little rest then. So.
Yeah, Emily just kind of sits there shredding on the flute for a minute, and then it's like, okay, bedtime.
Alright.
The bard does bard things for once, you guys.
Alright. So,
God, he's a...
we're going
So-
to...
You guys don't understand, he couldn't play his flute before because it would be so tiny.
This will actually be good. We're gonna have a string of scenes, but we're gonna start with you, Robert, because I don't think you're gonna dream, so this will be good.
I was just gonna talk to the wizard.
I think that's fair. Go for it.
So this is just what you do.
What do you mean?
Just like walk around places and try to learn things.
Oh, well, yes and no. That is the... She'll kind of, her book is floating, and she'll, like, snap it shut as she clasps it in the air. And she'll say, wizards are always in the pursuit of knowledge. Not necessarily. Well, to put it simply, one day the world broke, and it put itself back together, but not in a way that was too well documented, I and a couple other people feel. And so I am documenting it, quite simply.
Now, the other people in my village,
Oh, you cut out.
Talk. They used to come by a lot. We were the village in between the capital and everything, so it wasn't that hard to see. Always talked about what the Empire was trying to figure out and learn.
I see.
I don't really care too much. It's just an empire.
I must say, and don't take this the wrong way, you are a relic, I feel.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking old.
Indeed.
Peepon home.
You said empire. Do you know whose empire it was?
Yeah? It's not.
Whose?
Well, it was called. I mean, it was the Corden Empire. It's the Empire.
She'll blink.
Has there been another one
Oh.
since?
Oh goodness, you are more than just a relic. Oh good gods. Yes, no, there's been several actually. I thought you were referring to Massadiers. No, you are different. You are much further back. Ooh. Goodness
What's a
gracious.
Massadier?
You don't want to. It'll just make you upset. Yes.
That's fair, I guess.
He's dead now. It's fine.
Many things are.
Accorded. I don't even know enough about the accorded. That's interesting, though. That also means several things. You are an... Oh, goodness. There's so many words for what you are, but most of them refer to the monstrous ones, the ones that are less, human, so to speak. What's the technical term again? A Clayan, was it? Do you even know?
Is that what I am?
Well, many people would consider you living armor or a ghost. A ghost does fit. But a Clayan was the term used during the Grey Veil, and there have been a few that have stuck since then.
When my village sometime when it was attacked, I was sort of trapped underneath rubble for a while. Still in this armor.
I see.
And one of them happened to run by. Walking through. Kinda knew things were dying. It did not say anything, but it did finish the job, so to speak. And it left before I was done. Like this.
I see. You said you were after Taravek then?
Yeah, it's been like 200 years?
She winces. She shakes her head.
What, 300?
She shakes her head.
No, it couldn't be 500. That's crazy.
It's more than that still, Robert.
No, I've just been walking around a while, but...
They're called the Ancient Accordant Empire. These temples that we've been going through are Accordant temples.
Yeah. They're just far out. I figured no one was by to keep them upkeep. Okay.
No,
I knew it fell.
It didn't just fall. There's a lot of history to go over there. I don't actually remember the exact date that the Accordant Empire fell, but if I remember correctly, it's been about 20,000 years.
God, that's a long time I've been walking.
It's a long time.
How you haven't rusted into scrap is beyond me.
Well, you know, I mean, there was a time where I went dormant for like 40 years. I didn't want to do anything, so a guy just sold me around and everything. I was in a few merchant shops for a bit.
Was that fun?
I pretended to be, like, in armor that taught you carpentry.
Oh, that's incredibly humorous.
Yeah, and,
I should
you
make
know,
that.
and those people would bring me around to, like camps and stuff, and when they were asleep, I'd wake up and go hunt, like, a squirrel or something. I was hoping that maybe I'd find...
Did they catch you one night and they just got rid of you? What happened?
One of them was still awake, and I just left, and I said nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, that was... I think I was in the... There's a lot of sand.
Yariel?
Yeah, something like that.
There's also Cerbor. I doubt it was in Cerbor, though. Cerbor is desolate. You don't want to go there.
And then I walked up there to, like, a dwarven city for a while. They didn't have anything I needed, so I kept going. There's always a mix of things. Some people either think that you're just a guy wearing armor, or that you are armor, but they never think of, like, that both of those things could be the same thing.
Huh.
So I just have been walking and sleeping outside of temples.
Interesting. You are incredibly peculiar and especially interesting.
It took me quite a while to even learn of this place being as the home of dragons, but you know, some people try to give me bread every now and then. One guy threw money at me. I thought that was only 60 years ago, but must have been longer. No one ever says this is what year it is. You ever notice that? No one ever is just like, man, I sure am enjoying the year of this time.
Robert, how long do you think we've been in Okerthel?
20 minutes, why?
Like 3 hours.
Fuck.
Oh,
Haven't we been in Okerthel in character like a month by this point?
No, it's been about a little less.
Because it was like
at
a couple
most,
weeks travel, wasn't it?
It was at most 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Time's always been weird anyway. I mean, I was elfin before this, so
do you see? So the sun. I know you know what the sun is. The sun, when that goes down and the moon comes up, that's a day.
Yeah, but I was underground for like 40 minutes.
Right, but you aren't right now. You didn't walk out. You didn't walk outside of a cave for 2 weeks, go into the cave, and then 2 weeks became 40 minutes. I don't think that's how that works.
Nan's going to lean over to Hemlock and
I'll be completely honest with you. Time has always been weird growing up. I was 190 when I died. I was not very old.
All right.
I thought you were so much younger than this.
Well, I mean, I've been 190 for, you said, 20,000?
You're not 190 anymore at that point.
Yeah, but like I haven't grown up inherently.
Everything Robert says, like, continues to talk about, just makes him more and more confusing and bewildering.
so funny.
all the same memories. I think the only thing I really enjoyed about this whole being armor thing is that I haven't had to go through the dreaming, so.
I can imagine. Like I said, Nan had been like leaning over to him like I wonder what 40 minutes is to this guy.
This guy's kind of a freak. You ever think about that? Like, I didn't know he was this weird. I don't know what he's got going on, but it sounds like an issue.
Does he really think we've been here for 3 hours? Does he really think we've been here for 3 hours?
Man, I don't know.
You know what? Now I'm curious. I wonder how much a year is to him.
Probably like a few times.
Probably like a whole day, maybe?
A year's a year. What are you talking about?
Huh?
We're just curious.
Robert,
We're having our own sidebar here, Robbie.
you said we've been here 3 hours. It's been closer to 3 weeks.
No.
Yes.
You don't even sleep. You should perceive time as passing slower, like longer.
I stopped paying attention to that kind of thing.
I'm bewildered. It's been a while since that's happened.
I bet you never heard something that stupid, huh?
It didn't matter. I was just trying to get Terravec. That was all that mattered.
I suppose that's true. When one does have one specific goal in mind, the days do tend to fly by.
I'm task-oriented.
Just not time-oriented.
Is that what they call it these days?
Should be time-oriented? No, that seems awful. I think I would have gone fucking crazy if I'd been sitting here this full time going, day 1589. Day 1500. Yeah, no wonder those other people don't talk. They have nothing to talk about.
That's fair. Sure.
They're too busy counting the minutes.
I've counted the minutes quite a lot. She'll begin to work on her map once more.
And that's why you won't live 20,000 years.
Well, you don't know that.
I mean, we could arrange it, I guess.
I really hope I don't
Good
live
night.
that long.
Well, I mean, that's very easy to arrange. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I mean...
No, I broke my... There was one time...
Hemlock, you stay away from me.
There was one time when a boulder fell on my legs, and I did spend about 80 days in one city just getting them repaired. I went through 3 blacksmiths. One said he was the son of the other one, but I don't really believe him.
Oh my god, it wasn't 80 days, it was 80 years.
I can't believe this. Alright, well... Okay. And as she just kind of sits there bewildering, and you continue to build up this story. I think it's real. I fully believe it's real. Let's see. You guys are gonna start taking your long rest into the night. And I think we're gonna do... I'm gonna try and be a little snappy with it, but we're gonna do some dreams.
Alarms everywhere.
We're gonna do some dreams, and I'm gonna do something with Nadar. So I'm just gonna go order from top to bottom. Enli, when you dream, when you fall asleep tonight, the moment you kind of conk out, you open your eyes and you are in a open white space, like a giant canvas has been opened up to you. And you see Isla sitting next to you, and you are just as tall as Isla. She's looking you in the eyes. And she says, "Hi! Now I can actually be here because you know what I look like. It's very nice."
Yeah, it is nice.
So you wanted to see if you could find more things?
Yeah, just somewhere in my memories of the Feywilds that I can describe easily without there being gaps. Somewhere safe.
Somewhere safe. Okay. I could do somewhere safe. Let's see. And the canvas will begin to fall away for a moment. Isla will also fade away into the background, but you feel her presence in your mind. And you'll find yourself in the home that you were in before. The one with the fires and the fighting outside. So none of that is happening right now. It's actually rather content. And look around. Can Enli make a wisdom saving throw? Sorry, 11. You begin to kind of relax a bit. Sitting in this space, this home, it's calm, it's normal. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary, you just feel nice. But there is a lingering fear. The door is closed, the curtains are drawn, or I guess they would be the opposite of drawn. The curtains are also closed. You're just in this room, and you can't see anything outside. There's no light pouring in through the window, but the room is lit up like it is daytime. You are just kind of sitting... And I think Enli can't shake the fact that this is a little uncanny.
Mm-hmm. Isla, is this just the place from my memory without the fire and the fighting? Just like a recreation that you made?
There will be silence, and you will feel this pressure in the back of your mind, like someone is trying something. They're making an effort. And you will see as the curtains will draw themselves very suddenly, and you'll see outside for a moment, and there will be a flash of fire. You won't hear anything. You'll just see fire and a falling tree, and the curtains will close and they'll open. It's just a white, empty void again. And you'll hear, I'm trying. I thought this would be easier. Hold on. Let me try this. And suddenly the room goes dark for a moment. You see the red lights flashing against the windowsill. There's fighting. You can hear shouting and yelling outside. The door slams open. People you recognize, people you care about, come barreling through. And I want to ask you this. How did Enli want this to actually turn out when it originally happened? Like, if they could go back in time and they could redo this thing that happened, what would they do?
I think if Enli could go back in time and make that night happen the way that they wanted it to, the people coming through the door would have been their parents rather than mercenaries. He was pretty young at the time, so he would probably want the people coming through the door to be his parents to try to get him out of there.
And they run in. There are lingering moments. You are stunned in silence as they ask if you're okay, they ask what they can do. You share glances, brief words. One of them grabs you. They hold you tight. They look around, there's more shouting outside. You hear the sound of metal against metal, people fighting and screaming. And you flee, and you begin to run, and the second you leave your house, you see little bits and pieces of it. You see the road that you vaguely remember from before. The stones are cobbled together, but the space between the stones is too small, almost like a 2D image laid on top of a flat background. And you almost see bits and pieces of it burning away, where the memory fades and the white is, and the further and further they take you, the less and less everything around you looks real. And after you get to a point where the splotches and the unrecognizability becomes more prevalent, do you notice that both of your parents have bright yellow eyes? And eventually you reach a point where they stop. You turn around and you can see everything happening, and you notice that you didn't actually see anybody outside, but you could hear them. Because you only remember hearing them, you never saw any of them. And you'll hear both your mom and your dad at the exact same time, with Isla's voice, say, "I'm sorry. There's something wrong. People forget things quite often. From what I've seen, at least. This is different. I don't know what happened to it."
I don't remember what the outside of my house looked like. I don't remember what my town looked like when it wasn't on fire.
Has it just been a long time, or did something happen?
I can't remember further back than the night with the fire. And then the next thing I remember is being very far away with people I didn't really know.
Well, I'm really sorry you can't remember. I want to try, but I felt it. I think it had hurt you. I think it hurt you the first time we tried as well.
It's okay, Isla. You did your best, and my memories are just degraded. All I really remember from the Feywilds was the inside of my house and that lake that you saw me near.
And she'll frown. Both your parents will frown. And she'll say, "I'm really sorry, but that's okay. We can find another way. Yeah, we'll find another way. We'll do it. It just will be later rather than sooner, that's all."
Mm-hmm. Enli, I think, for the first time, is they're trying very hard to remember more. And I think it's kind of as they're remembering kind of that split where the door opens and people come through the door, what actually happened versus what Isla made happen.
Yeah.
And I think for the first time that Enli is putting together that the people who raised him for most of his life are the people who came through the door, but not his parents.
I see.
And that the only people that he knew were also the people destroying his village.
I see.
Ooh.
And he's having a little moment where he's like, "Oh, I was straight up kidnapped. Those people didn't save me. They said that they saved me."
I will frown. Do you want to have a good dream tonight?
If it's all the same to you, Isla, I think I would just rather not dream tonight.
Very well. And that white canvas will disappear along with the people, your parents. Isla's presence will disappear as well. And you'll be left in a blackness, which you will drift in. And very quickly, time will pass for you as you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
All cut over very quickly to Non. Non.
Hey.
You begin to dream. You have a dream for a while. Maybe you're in the woods hunting, running back and forth. Maybe you're just sitting drinking tea or maybe some coffee or hot chocolate, telling stories with people. And as you're walking, eventually you'll see her sitting on a log, and she'll look at you and you'll see a yellow glint in her eyes. And she'll say, Oh, Nun! Hi, Nun! Hi!
Hi, Isla.
And you can see in her hands, she has several several strands of grass that have been very poorly wrapped around one another in like a 4-part braid that's just kind of a knot of fiber.
Oh.
And Isla, in her body, will say, "Well, I am not very good at this, and I can't really do it with my hands when I'm awake. So, was I interrupting?
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, well, okay, good.
It's a good start. And she's going to like approach and just kind of like nearly hesitantly, but kind of like, like shows kind of like slowly like is this be like, here, I'll walk you to how to do it. How I did it, when I was showing you. And she'll kind of like slowly like show her like each step.
Is she doing it herself, or is she guiding Isla with her own hands?
Yeah, she's guiding her.
I think there's a moment, Non, where you are reminded of a similar memory you've had with the person that looks like the person in front of you, the one that you're helping, that you know isn't.
Mm-hmm.
One that was far less childish about it, but equally as excited to learn. I'm gonna roll for Isla and see if... make a... I want to say a nature check for me.
Alright.
I'm gonna have Isla make a nature check as well. 17?
17!
I believe it's intelligence. A
For
13.
most crafting skills, yeah.
Yeah. She isn't as
What?
good as you are. But she seems to be quite a quick learner. And she says, it's actually very easy when you get the hang of it. This is quite the peculiar thing. You have the memory of teaching me how to do this while you're actively doing it. So it's like watching it twice at once. This is fun. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Your dreams are calm.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, I try to keep my mind calm.
I think you do a good job.
It's not easy. I can say that much.
No, not at all. I got very not calm when that person shot me.
Oh. Are you okay, by the way?
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I tore his throat out.
Yeah, I saw that from the window, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. And then, honestly, with anything, you could make it with just anything, as long as it's easy for you to do.
She'll smile. A smile that you remember very vividly. She'll say, okay, well, how about this? And you'll see she hasn't woven anything like a basket or an item to use necessarily. It seems she gave up on that quite a while ago. She got distracted, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
But you see a little brass figure woven together, a very crude image of what looks to be a person. One that you have no idea who it is just by looking at it. And she'll just kind of like reach out and just like set it on your head. I'll just say, that is you, I think.
Oh. Oh. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
She kind of...
Oh yeah, please.
Hmm?
No, please.
She'll kind of like, kind of take a moment, see and just look at it and kind of like admire it. She thinks it's cute.
Isla will smile. She'll say,
I love it.
oh. She'll say, I'm sorry I couldn't make one in real life. But I can keep putting this here when you go to bed if you want it.
Oh,
Guys!
I'll cry. Isla's perfect.
I love Isla so much. I hate to do
Isla, they
this.
could
If-
never make me hate you.
If Dust sent me a
I love
message
the zero
that said,
fans, I'm dead.
I hate to tell you this, if Dust sent me a message in the middle of a session that said kill everyone in the party or Isla dies, I'm killing all of you.
Valid, and so would I.
Okay. Then she'll just kind of like, yeah, only if you want to.
Oh,
I'm
it's
very happy with it.
Yeah, it's very easy for me to do. I'd love to.
And who knows, the more you make it, you might improve every day.
Sure, her eyes will kind of light up and say, you're so right. I need to make more. I need to make more. I'm gonna make more right now, actually.
She's going to make 20 of these by the time this dream is done.
And she'll say, You don't have to wait for me. You can keep going about what you were doing. It seemed like you were having fun. I, however, am going to make some more guys. I want to make more people.
Right.
And you will either go about your dream or stay with Isla or do whatever you would like, and your dream will continue. And you will sleep relatively soundly. And so I will move on to Hemlock.
What's up?
Hemlock, you are in your bedroom. Your old bedroom.
Oh.
It is small. You have several books hung up on a shelf. Some that you remember very vividly, having read through several times. You were forced to. And then there is a stark contrast as you look at them and see the books that you've never touched, either because you weren't interested or because when somebody told you to read them, you simply didn't want to after that. Each of them having quite religious undertones to them. And you will hear a knock on your door.
Caught up in what? Oh, sorry. Were you gonna continue?
No, please.
I think caught up in whatever dream fantasy this is, believing that he is in his old room. I think he gets up and sighs like a moody teenager would, and goes and throws open the door.
And you will see your brother, standing much taller than you are. You're kind of slightly hunched over. He's much taller. What kind of dragonborn was he again? I forget.
Red.
Red. He is a tall, red dragonborn, staring at you. But this immediately breaks your immersion in this for a moment. You're looking at him. He was normally very happy to see you and would try his best to lighten the mood, but his smile is massive, and he seems overly childish. And when you kind of squint and narrow your eyes a bit, you see the yellow pupils in his eyes.
Oh. I think before he realizes it's Isla, he kind of grimaces in fear for a second, like, oh god, this is gonna be a messed up nightmare. And then realizes it isn't going to be.
She says, "Hi. I chose the library last time because it was a very big memory for you. So I decided to choose a small one. I didn't want to scare you this time. Also, it's Isla. Hi."
Oh, yeah, hey, Isla, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, it did totally scare me. Yeah, no, this is a small one, I guess. I mean, I didn't remember it being this small, but maybe I was, shorter? I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, this is all based on your memory. If this is a smaller memory, then it's... things get fragmented sometimes, warped, different memories than they actually were, right? Kind of like if one day you went to go eat breakfast and you couldn't decide between toast and waffles, and you chose toast, but you remember it being waffles, so you're going to dream about that. It's kind of like this.
Yeah, alright, that sounds like something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily here for any purpose other than pure curiosity and the desire to kind of make up for last time. I feel kind of bad. I scared you pretty good. I didn't mean to. I didn't think there would be all those people there.
Oh, it's not your fault. You're days old. I don't think you even know what malicious intent is.
That's true. Less than a month. I do know what malicious intent is, though. I did it today.
Oh, well, no, not really, no. That's just self-defense. That doesn't count.
No, I wanted to kill him.
No, that doesn't count. You can want to kill people. That's not like a...
Okay. I'll take your word for it. and she'll kind of your brother will push past you, and just look at your room, and he'll kind of look around in awe for a moment, and you will look over at the bookshelf, and will say, "Wow, I didn't think you'd like reading."
Well, part of it was I had to do a lot of reading, but part of it was I liked it, you know. I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're inside all day?
That must be why you remember this so well. Inside a lot. And she'll reach over and she'll grab one of the dusty books and she'll pull it out and open it, and the pages are blank. Because you've never read them.
I don't remember the book, of course.
No, normally if you don't remember something, it's broken. You just didn't read this.
Listen, that's a heavy accusation.
She kind of tilts her head. Says, accusation? I'm not mad at you for not reading. I just know that's what this is.
I mean, I didn't say that. I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would be. But I'm sure I read that. I just don't remember anything.
She'll put the book back. She kind of tilts her head. She'll sit down on the bed. She'll stare at you.
I mean, I wish I was more interesting in my youth. Maybe there'd be something cool in here. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's not cool. I'm purely curious, if anything. I don't know. What kind of... Hemlock, I want to be honest. I don't know what's up with you. You seem very... obsessive. That's a big word.
Obsessive?
Yeah.
He folds his arms. What am I... Not in like a threatening way, just in a dad sort of way. And he goes, what do you think I'm obsessive with? It seems like you and Robert have well, now you, I guess, have got ideas of sorts. I'd be curious to hear them.
Well, actually, that's kind of it. You kind of have this thing about you. I don't know what it is. You don't really care. Until you do, and then you really care.
No, I mean, some people care too much, too quickly about things they really don't know about. I don't know. I mean, I think Robert does. Definitely. I mean, that whole conversation we had, whew, that sure was something. I think him and Enley really butt heads because they're sort of the opposite kind of person. But maybe I am too.
I don't know. I could look, but I don't want to.
Look. What do you mean?
She points to her head, and she points at your head.
Well, I don't think I would appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why I said I won't, because I don't want to.
Well, thank you, I guess.
Well, in that case, and your brother will stand up and will put both of his hands on your shoulder, on your shoulders, and I'll kind of shake you a little bit, and you'll hear Isla say, "So, what do you want? Right now, I mean, like, I'm probably, I tend to be sort of awake for most of these things, but I want to make sure you got a bad dream last time, because I was foolish. So what do you want?"
I don't really think it was foolishness. It was just, I don't know, kind of messy. What do I want? Like a dream? Like what I want to see or something? Or
what do you want to see?
I think he just kind of like stands there, staring down his nose at his brother for maybe a few seconds too long, and says, "Well, I mean, I don't mind this. This is quite nice, actually. Well, I like talking. I feel like everyone else has this sort of agenda when they're talking, that they're trying to figure something out or win in some sort of conversation. And I'm not saying that I don't want to do that at times, but like, I don't know, this is I don't know. You and Nan are the most normal people in our group. I feel like if we had a conversation, it would turn out normally.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, and she'll jump and land on your bed, and you'll hear some of like the wood crunch a little bit as your brother's body falls onto it. And she'll say, "We can talk then."
Yeah, I like that. He sits down on the edge of it, on the edge of the bed, and I don't know.
And I don't think you guys talk about anything in specific. I think you guys just talk for a really long time.
Yeah. Yippee, 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 yippee.
And so, move on to Nadar.
As I had a good dream.
Nadar, you are finishing up, setting your alarms, getting everything ready, watching Robert wander around as Robert does. And you'll kind of start to settle yourself down, seclude yourself a bit, get ready to go to sleep. You close your eyes, and suddenly that feeling of cold, the cold winter that was ever present in Okerthel, disappears. And you hear crackling. And you open your eyes, and you're in a dark, very, very heavily furnished room with a fireplace. You're like sitting on a couch right now. And you're very confused for a moment. And then you'll hear a popping noise, and you will see Trollcarl appear. And he'll go, "Yes, terribly sorry if you were doing something. I figured most of you were going to bed. I had done my scouting, but I wanted to talk to you. If you don't mind, I can send you back if you'd like. I just wish to speak formally first and foremost, if you're okay with that."
Perfectly all right, Carl.
Wonderful. He'll take a seat in a chair across from you. And he'll say, "Well, there are a couple things. First things first, welcome. This is my not-so-humble abode.
The place you were telling us about the other night, yes?
Yes. Come here every now and again. It's rather secluded, you see. I've been noticing a few things with the little group, and, well, I see a lot of potential in all of you, and I'm specifically intrigued by some of you. But you, I am curious about. Nadar.
Carl.
Why did you come to Oakville? It's fine if you don't know. I have some theories of my own. Perhaps a need for adventure. Maybe just a desire for something new. I can appreciate that, though certainly rather dangerous. In that case, maybe thrill-seeking, or maybe power? I don't know. Do you?
I think primarily it was the want for adventure. When I was with my guild, I wasn't able to get out and do as much exploring as I wanted to. And my mentor presented this opportunity to me when he handed me a map of Okerthil.
Interesting.
So I set out to try to make my way here.
Interesting. That is actually quite nice. I was worried for a second it would have been something else. The need for adventure is quite nice, and I must say, you have quite the keen eye, especially when it comes to your own potential. I've seen the things that you've done already. You've only been here a little bit, but you've capitalized on several opportunities, and quite simply put, I am impressed.
Well, thank you. I don't want to miss out on any opportunities that present themselves, and any opportunity here is going to be quite a large one.
It's true. Which is why I had a request for you. I have been moving about here and there, looking through old archives, purchasing various artifacts and such, seeing what can and cannot help, and I think I found something that will interest you quite a lot. I'll explain it in a moment, but I trust you more so than I would trust many of them. For one reason or another, if you'd like, I can divulge, but I feel most of them are kind of obvious. That is to say, you are all you are all incredibly capable. Don't get me wrong. If I thought any one of you wasn't capable, I wouldn't have brought you. Seem to be dancing around a bit. It's bizarre. I feel like I'm actually nervous right now. I shouldn't be. You have a lot of potential. I've said this before. I want you to help me with something. And in exchange, I have a trinket that I think you will be quite interested in. He will raise a fist towards you, and you'll hear a slight jingling, and in his hands there will be, falling from it, attached to a chain which you will grasp, is a necklace with what appears to be a small, ornate, runed hammer on the end of it. Nothing bigger than your thumb.
Okay.
And he says, I have been asking many people to help me over many years, and it isn't quite often that I do so. It is a rare opportunity of sorts. I want to trust you, and I think I do, but think of this as an initiation of sorts. Here, I'll let you understand what this is, and he will drop the necklace in your hand for a moment if you'd like to cast Identify.
Yeah, I will cast Identify when it...
This is known as... Oops, sorry, I got a message. This is a trinket, known as the Hammer of Pocket Forging.
I fucking knew that's what this was gonna be.
And he will say, and quite, oh, actually, he doesn't say anything. Simply put, this is a key to a very small demiplane that anyone you designate can enter, which you will have a personal forge.
Mm-hmm. This is Dust answering my prayers about having my own little crafting area. Fuck you guys, I'm going to go make potions.
And he will, as he begins to talk, he'll reach over to grab it if you sort of offer it back to him, or he'll let you hold it for a little bit if you want.
I'll hand it back to him.
Mm-hmm. He'll take it and he'll put it back in his pocket as he begins to speak. And he says, "While this is an initiation of sorts, I'm not going to leave you unrewarded, so to speak. I desire your assistance."
Mm-hmm.
The village...
What are you needing my assistance with?
There is a tendency that these Grey Priests tend to have. I don't quite care about who they are, in all honesty. Where they come from, things like that. I tend not to think about it too much. However, Teravek has taught them something that I desperately want to know, because they've been doing things I haven't seen them do before. People are leaving interactions with them with less and less memory. I want to know how they can do that, because that is great and powerful magic that initiates should not have access to.
That is, yes, very deeply concerning.
If you can acquire any kind of writing of it, that would be appreciated. Though, if you can see the knowledge, then you can think the knowledge, and I can take a little glimpse myself and write it down.
Mm-hmm.
If you can do that for me, I will happily hand over this little trinket I found, and there might be more waiting for you.
Of course, it's definitely something I can look into once we get into town.
Of course.
If they have the ability to start erasing people's memories, that's definitely something we should be concerned about.
Indeed. Well, you are welcome to stay here for the night if you would like. Otherwise, let me know and I will send you back. It is wonderful to sit down and talk one-on-one. Would you like some wine?
God, Nadar will stay, and he'll stay and chat with Bro Carl throughout the night.
And chat you will. And then eventually, the time will come, all of you will awake. One by one, at your leisure. Drokar will also be here. And at some point in the night, perhaps even in the morning, you will get teleported back to where you were.
There's a fucking anvil here, what the fuck?
Ha! Ha! Got you! Got you pranked! You've been pranked! Ha!
What the fuck, Robert? You put an anvil where I was sleeping.
And, well, you weren't there anymore. And Robert is standing proud, and all you guys had, like, gone to sleep, and this place is fucking spotless.
Oh man, you really showed us. Oh.
The rug is folded and like put away. There's things that are repaired that weren't repaired with like mending magic. They like they're legitimately just been repaired. And he's like,
So funny.
"Oh, God, I get so bored when we're at camps. Oh, I love a good building.
You know, I'm kind of curious now. How many minutes has it been?
Like 4.
All right.
It has been a solid 8 hours. At least.
Robert puts his hands up and he starts trying to count on his fingers, and it's 1, 2, and then you see his fingers immediately go to 7.
Fuck.
Yeah, like 4 minutes. He proudly
We should let him believe this.
he
I think
pro-
it'll be
he he proudly shows the 7, and he says 4 minutes. See,
That is not 4 minutes.
You're holding up 7 fingers, first of all.
7 in your language. Robert doesn't speak another language. Robert just speaks like old English. It's been no language changes for him.
There will be a popping noise. Trollcar will appear. I'll look around. There's a slight smirk on his face. Smile.
Troll Carl,
Hmm?
I had about 4 minutes to think about what happened.
Been 8 hours.
Over the time, yeah, 4 minutes, and
Hold on.
I have to apologize. I was snippy, and I shouldn't have been.
Yes. Well, apology accepted.
I've-
Robert.
I really hate monotony, and
Well-
I finally made it to this place, and this place has been nothing, no monotony at first, but then I just kept seeing the patterns. Kill, live, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I have some good news for you then. He will snap his fingers, and there will be a vast illusion that will fall over you all. You'll see beneath you, the tables are gone, the carpet is gone, but you can see Lilin tent, as if you were giants standing above it, looking down on it.
Robert will immediately look over, squish a building.
Your foot
Enley's a normal size.
At least a person. I'll drag you guys on there really quick so you can look at that. He will point up here. I'll say, we are here at the moment. Let us fix up that monotony, though.
Let's do it.
He will
Yeah.
point at a few locations. What's really funny is that this is kind of a smaller version of the thing I did before, but not really. And he will say, there have been a few rumors going about the town. First things first, there are people in buildings on the outskirts, those that have been hiding. I don't think they can hide forever. If we wish to get them out of there, that would be one of the first things we could do. Alternatively, there was word that many of the cultists before they were leaving were going to gather at the center of town at the base of the tower. Other places of interest that I noticed whilst flying about: the town hall, the large building to the north. Well, it's the town hall, and the person who normally leads the village should be there if he isn't already dead. Otherwise, it would be the perfect place to siege, therefore the perfect place for us to ambush, if need be. Lastly, I did locate the encampment of these priests south of the village in the hills, similar to what we are right now. So, I suppose I will leave it up to you all. You can go through, do what you must with these cultists, or you could leave. It's up to you.
Did you see Raph?
One moment. I feel like you would have a high investigation. Hold on. It's going to be Arcana, but it's going to be the same thing. 14. I don't necessarily know if it was Raph, but there was a distinct moment. I was flying near the encampment, well, more closer to the road, those destroyed buildings closest to the encampment. I did see that the cultists were fighting something, and they were... It was relatively close, but I do believe they were losing.
It's definitely Raph, then.
That's definitely Raph. I feel like Emily might have died if we actually fought him. No offense, Emily.
Wild.
No. It's because I have to think about it this way, right? Me and Nadan would have been immediately, like, unconscious because we were the only ones in that room. Isla would have... I hope Isla would have ran. Isla, you would have ran, right? You would have ran if Raph had started fighting us?
We did tell them to run if we started fighting, to get the
You didn't
others.
tell me to do that.
Okay. I forgot. It
I
was
would have
like
ran
6
at some
minutes
point
ago.
or another.
Fair enough.
That's good enough, probably.
Yeah, that was like 11 minutes ago, so like I
mean, I can just
Literally like 3 days ago now.
I can just like fly straight up in a fight, you know,
yeah,
like.
But I imagine what would happen is like he'd like fly into the room and he'd turn around and he'd just hit you immediately as you were flying. Like it was like you guys have bats, right? You guys do like they're like clubs meant for games. Do you guys have like bats? That's still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Baseball?
yes.
Sorry, I've just learned
You can't canonize baseball.
I've already
The
canonized that
balls
his
is-
gauntlets make tacos and hamburgers. Okay, I
Why
can
are
do
we
anything.
Why are we canonizing
You know-
baseball?
You know, that ball game that you can
Fun.
only play during a thunderstorm because you're like a really powerful vampire and it's very loud.
Yeah, that one.
And then
Yeah,
supermassive
baseball.
black hole starts playing.
Yeah, and a bunch
Yeah,
of bards and a
yeah.
bunch of bards keep playing Muse.
Oh yeah, you know when you hit a home run, the vampires start flying, and then they get the ball.
And then they start
and-
hissing at each other like middle
Yeah.
schoolers playing warrior cats.
I'm glad the legends have kept passing through.
I read Warrior Cats once.
Great game.
I'm just imagining Trokar like, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball.
That's wild.
Get this man some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
So we have like 3 methods, right? Like 3 methods we could do.
It's true.
I imagine there are. I mean, obviously, you guys know this. You guys have been in battle before, so there's plenty of strategies and stratagems that you can use. But there's. I mean, we could send in the distraction unit. I mean, Raph was there, sending some people.
Raph definitely has their attention already.
Yeah, that might give us time to get the actual people out of town first. The people who are still there.
That is true. If
We
you are
could-
doing that, I might go elsewhere within the village, see if I can handle another issue at the same time.
We could get them up here. Miss
And
Kanan, are you okay with that?
Kanan will give a thumbs up and say, if you had asked me yesterday, I would have said no, but it seems like all of the everything is clean. I'll need to go out and find food, but I can't imagine that will be too much of a struggle.
There's like squirrels like somewhere this way. I saw. Saw them.
You need food.
Well, more or less. My friend is a conjuration wizard. I'm sure I could give her a call and she could stop on by momentarily, but not necessarily. All will be fine. I can do
Make us
some
an entire
hunting.
roast turkey.
I don't know about that. We're very low on resources here. But I can try my best. And
I mean, it's a good building. We can just get some people up in here and get rid of the cultists and get them back into their homes.
It's a very good idea, I think. Trokarl will clear his throat and say, "So, would you like to go looking for the people then, first and foremost? Go on the outskirts, save as many as you can, break up some of the initiates' ranks."
Seems like the smartest thing we can do. It'll take like half a minute?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, sure.
In that case,
Yeah, it's gonna be so fast, Robert. So fast.
while you are doing that, I will stay here to help ward, and then when you are done, I will find you. There should be only 2 other things to choose from there. We will split paths. I will take care of the one you do not.
We don't have like a lot of and then I guess if we get some people up here, we hit up town hall.
That's very...
Yes, that would be the town hall. Well, I suppose there's 3 things after that. There's the town hall, the tower, or their encampment.
That's very true.
They won't expect us at town hall. They'll probably expect us at their encampment.
They also certainly won't expect you at the tower. That's where they're planning to meet before they leave.
Oh, that's the one.
Whenever they get done dealing with Raph, that is.
That is
Yeah.
true. We'll have to figure out which way Raph went. How about that, then? You all go to the outskirts, I will stay here and help, and I will locate Raph. Put some actual effort into that.
Sounds great. Ah.
It'd be good to actually figure out whatever he may have planned.
That seems wonderful, then. And
He might not have anything planned at all. His plan might just be to kill them all.
he'll snap his fingers.
He's gonna hit
and the
the moon
illusion
button,
will
as
disappear.
they say.
That's a plan in itself, isn't it? It's like the anvil I found for you.
Yes, it's lovely, thank you.
Oh, it's just right outside. I figure I can start, carrying it with us on adventures. Do you have something to, work with?
We'll leave it here for now, because we'll be coming back.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just making sure you're not going to carry it with you into town. That's going to slow you down quite a bit.
Alright.
Slow you down.
Yeah, it would slow me down too. It's fucking heavy.
And so, all of you will kind of gather up. A plan in mind, the outskirts first and foremost. And that is where you will head. And that is where we will end the session for today. It's a bit longer than I thought. A lot of role
Yeah,
playing.
2.5 hour session.
This one was 3.
That was good.
It was 3
Yeah,
hours.
almost 3.
What do you mean 2.5? Are you lost in
we were
time,
waiting.
Robert?
We were waiting for Baja for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's true.
But even then, 2:45 is...
so Dust, if we started an hour earlier, we could still end at this time, right?
So we're not gonna do that, is the thing.
Aww.
That
Really,
being...
we were supposed to end normally like an hour ago, but
Yeah.
Now!
So...
Zach can run.
Give me
a
3-hour sessions.
So we will. Sorry, I'm checking my melatonin. We are. Next week we will start an hour earlier, and we will try and keep it that way. If schedules don't allow, we can always push back an hour. But I'll put a ping out. I'll change the event. If I forget, please remind me. We'll do it either way.
Jesus Christ.
Literally, worst comes to worst, we'll just run at the same time if I forget.
How much do you think Enli would weigh if he's like 2 feet tall? Like scaled down proportionally?
I mean, there's
Pounds.
a calculator for that.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah. Roughly
Small enough
nothing.
to be held on the arm like a cat.
Because like
Like a purse.
I don't know if he would be like 4 pounds or like 20 pounds.
Oh.
It'd be really
Either
funny if
way,
it was, like,
not
400,
much.
Like lead. Tungsten cube and like
900 pounds.
My 900-pound life. It's Enli standing there like twink body.
that's
Just-
so sinister.
So
There you are.
So we're done.
Hold on,
He's so small, you guys. I've been sitting on this for weeks.
Where do I?
Weeks.
Hold on. I'm gonna stretch Robert. One moment. Oh God, come on.
Did you immediately clip the baseball bit?
I didn't.
Yes. I
That was
did.
Lizzie.
Atlas.
That was me.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah.
It
What
switched
is-
Robert just like a little bit.
What's the actual race? I don't think it's on this list. That's unfortunate.
Fairy.
He's a fairy.
That's not on my list.
Who made him that small? Who made him that small?
Oh no! Oh no!
No!
The best way to end with a crash.
Baseball.
Guys, no, stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Okay, we're goofing.
And it crashed.
It crashed for you?
Yep.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, yeah, that's just about right.
Oh, it crashed.
No, I closed it. I closed it.
Okay.